Exam Sudhai. Exam Sudhai is a non-profit initiative by the students of IIITDM Kancheepuram to give free coaching and resources to students preparing for national level competitive exams like NTSE and NMMS. In this chapter, we are going to learn about chemical equations, and as this is a big chapter, we have divided this chapter into two parts, and we'll be covering the first part in this video. In this video, we'll discuss what is chemical equation, what is balancing, and we'll practice few questions. What is chemical equation? We must have seen, like if we are taking a magnesium ribbon and if we are burning it in a flame, we'll see this, it will change into a white powder and we'll get a dazzling white flame. And this powder is called magnesium oxide. MgO is its formula. It is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in air. This reaction will be like Mg plus O2 gives 2MgO, and this Mg will have 2 in front of it. And what are the states that will be associated with chemical reaction? Like we'll see change in state, that is gas to solid, and we'll see change in color. In the future reaction, let's discuss about change in color, and we'll see evolution of gases in a few reaction and change in temperature. As we observe the changes around us, we can see that there is a large variety of chemical reactions taking place around us. We'll study about the various types of chemical reactions and their symbolic representation in this chapter. When a magnesium ribbon is burnt in oxygen, it is converted into magnesium oxide. This is the reaction that we were discussing about. This description of a chemical reaction in sentence form is quite long. Therefore, we'll write it in a short form like magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Here, magnesium and oxygen are the reactants. What is reactant? The products that take place in the reaction is called reactants, and the products that is formed is called the product. The substance that undergoes a chemical reaction is magnesium and oxygen, and these are the reactants, and the product is magnesium oxide. The new substance is magnesium oxide formed during the reaction. As a product, a word equation shows the change of reactants to products through an arrow. This arrow shows the change of reactants to products placed in between them. The reactants are written on the left hand side with a plus sign, and the products are written on the right hand side with a plus sign. If we have another product, we'll write with plus, and that product will be written here. Similarly, products are written on the right hand side. You must have observed that the magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame and changes into white powder. This powder is magnesium oxide. It is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen. Chemical reaction can be made more concise and useful if we use chemical formula instead of words. A chemical equation represents a chemical reaction. This is called the chemical equation. If you recall the formula of magnesium plus oxygen, if we see this formula, this is the word form of magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. And this is the formula form. Like we are writing the formula instead of the words. This is the formula of magnesium, and this is the formula of oxygen, and this is the formula of magnesium oxide. But if we see, this reaction is not balanced. Why do you say this is not balanced? If we are taking oxygen, oxygen has two atoms here, and but we have in this reaction oxygen has only one atom. Therefore, this is not balanced. So what is balancing? The number of atoms in the reactant should be equal to the number of atoms in the products, and that is called balancing of a reaction. So what should be the balanced reaction? It should be 2 Mg, because O2 gives MgO. Why do we write 2 Mg? Because here we have two atoms. So we'll get a 2 over here. Now magnesium will not be balanced if you're not writing 2 over here. Therefore, we should multiply 2 with magnesium to get a balanced reaction. So what is balancing? We'll be comparing the number of atoms in the reactants and in the products, and we'll multiply with a coefficient with respect to that, and then we'll write the complete reaction. So let's discuss how do we balance an equation. If we are
Can you
taking
explain what is balancing again?
uh, if we are talking about balancing, the number of atoms in the reactants should be equal to the number of atoms in the products. Like if we are taking this reaction, we have two oxygen atoms, and in the product side we have only one oxygen atom. Like here there is the subscript of 2 and here the subscript is only 1. Therefore, in this case we have to multiply 2 with the product side to get 2 oxygen atoms. But if we are multiplying 2, the magnesium won't have any it won't be balanced. Like in the reactant we'll have two in the product side we'll have 2 magnesium, and in the reactant there'll be only one atom. Therefore, we should multiply this magnesium with 2. Is that fine?
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
If we are talking about next equation, zinc plus sulfuric acid gives zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. This is the word form. Therefore, we should write the formula form so that it will be easier. So zinc, this is the formula of zinc plus sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, gives zinc sulfate ZnSO4 plus H2. If we are going to balance the equation, let's just compare each and every atom. So the first molecule is zinc, and zinc has one atom, and in the product side zinc has one atom. Therefore, zinc is balanced. And if we are taking hydrogen, H2 is one atom in the reactant, two atoms in the reactant side, and in the product side also we have two atoms. And if we are taking sulfur, that is S, it has one atom in the reactant side, and in the product side also it has one atom. Therefore, this is also balanced. And if we are taking oxygen, we have 4 atoms in the reactant side, and in the product side also we have 4 atoms. Therefore, this equation is completely balanced. Let's take another equation where it is not balanced, and let's discuss how we should balance an equation. If we are taking this reaction, Fe plus H2SO4 gives Fe3O4 plus H2. So what is Fe? In this we have only one Fe atom, and in the product side we have 3 Fe atom, therefore that is not balanced. And in the reactant we have 2 hydrogen atom, and in the product side we have 2 hydrogen atom, therefore that is balanced. And if we are taking oxygen, the reactant side there is only one oxygen, but in the product side we have 4 oxygen. Therefore, oxygen and ferrous is not balanced. So how will we balance this? In this case, we should first take the atom which has the most number. So in this case, we have oxygen, that is 4 atoms in the product side. Therefore, we should try to balance oxygen first. So which which molecule has oxygen? We should find out that, and we should multiply that with the respective coefficient. So which molecule has oxygen? Only water has oxygen in this reactant side. Therefore, we should multiply the water with 4 multiply water 4 times. Therefore, we'll get 4H2O. Therefore, oxygen is balanced now. Now, hydrogen is also not balanced because we have 8 hydrogen in the reactant side, and in the product side, we have only 2 hydrogen atoms. Therefore, we should multiply the hydrogen there with 4. Therefore, this will be our final equation. But now, uh, iron is not balanced. Like here we have only one atom, and in the product side we have 3 atoms. Therefore, we should multiply iron with 3, and this becomes a balanced equation. So we have shown that it is not balanced. Therefore, we are multiplying iron with 3 to get a balanced equation. Therefore, this is the complete balanced equation. How will we say that this is the complete balanced equation? Here 3 iron is there, and in the product side also we have 3 iron, that is ferric oxide. And in the, why do we say ferric? Iron exists in two forms. One is ferrous, that is Fe2 plus state, that is called ferrous. And another one Fe3 plus state, and that is called ferric. And here we have 3 plus state 1, therefore it is called ferric. The number of atoms of the elements on both the sides are equal, therefore this is called the balanced equation. Let us take an example. Before going into an example, let's discuss about the physical states. What is physical state? In the reactant side we have iron, that is in the solid state, and in the product side we have iron in the solid state. What is S? S represents solid state. And what is G?
Ma'am, what are G, L, and S? Like, why do we write that?
That explains the physical state of an atom. Like what is physical state? We have 3 physical states, that is solid, liquid, and gas. And solid, the representation is S, and for liquid it is L, and for gas it is G, and we have another form that is aqueous, that is AQ. This is called steam, like it is like water but in gas form, that is aqueous. Here we are writing SLG for to represent the physical form. If we are taking this, carbon monoxide reacts with hydrogen, that is carbon monoxide gas reacts with hydrogen gas in the presence of 340 atmosphere. What is this? This is the pressure condition. Therefore, few equations have few conditions, like pressure condition, they might have temperature condition, or they may require some kind of catalyst for the reaction to take place. What is catalyst? Catalyst is like some requirement to speed up the reaction or to slow down the reaction to produce methyl alcohol, that is CH3OH, and this is in liquid form, that is represented by this L. Therefore we are seeing a change in state. In the first slide we'll discuss that we'll see a change in state in the reaction. Therefore we are seeing a change in state, that is from gas to liquid. Let's take a practice question. Here we have barium chloride reacting with aluminium sulfate. What is barium chloride? BaCl2 on reacting with aluminium sulfate, that is Al2 SO4 taken thrice, gives barium sulfate, that is BaSO4 plus aluminium chloride AlCl3. If we are taking this reaction, is it balanced? How we are saying that it is not balanced? In this, here we have barium, that is one atom in the reactant, and in the product also we have one atom. Therefore, barium is balanced. And if we are taking chlorine, in the reactant side we have 2 chlorine, and in the product side we have 3 chlorine. Therefore, that is not balanced. And if we are taking aluminium, in the reactant side we have 2 aluminium, and in the product side we have uh, only one aluminium. Therefore, that is also not balanced. And if we are taking sulfur, in the reactant side we have 3 sulfur atoms, and in the product side we have only one sulfur atom. Therefore, that is also not balanced. And if we are taking oxygen, in the reactant side we have 12 oxygen atoms, and in the product side we are having only 4 oxygen atoms. Therefore, that is not balanced. So, how will we balance? According to the rule, we should first take the atom which is largest in number. Therefore, we have 12 oxygen in the reactant side. Therefore, we should try to balance oxygen. In the product side, we have 4 oxygen. 4 multiplied by 3 gives 12. Therefore, we should multiply 3 in the product side. Now, if we see oxygen is balanced, we have 12 oxygen on the reactant side and in the product side. And sulfur is also balanced, like we have 3 sulfur atom in the product side, and in the reactant side also sulfur is balanced. And barium became 3, therefore we should multiply 3 in the reactant side for barium to uh, become equal. And in the product side, now chlorine has become 6 chlorine, therefore we should multiply 2 in the product side to get 6 chlorine. Now we have 6 chlorine, and aluminium is also balanced. So this is a balanced equation. We have 3 uh, barium, we have 3 barium here, and we have 6 chlorine here, we have 6 chlorine here, and we have 2 aluminium here, 2 aluminium here, and we have 3 sodium here, 3 sulfur here, 3 sulfur here, and we have 4 oxygen, 12 oxygen here, and here also we have 12 oxygen. Therefore, this is a complete balanced equation. And in the next example, we have sodium hydroxide water reacting with hydrochloric acid in water to produce NaCl and water. So that is sodium chloride. The equation is NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus H2O. How we are getting this H2O? Because we both have this in aqueous, that is they are given in water, therefore that is in aqueous state. Now Na is balanced because we have reactant side one atom of sodium is there, and in the product side also we have one atom, therefore Na is balanced. And if we are taking oxygen atom, in the reactant side we have one oxygen atom, in the product side also we have one oxygen atom, therefore that is balanced. And if we are taking hydrogen, in the reactant side we are having two hydrogen, one in HCl and one in NaOH, therefore we have two hydrogen in the product side, therefore that is balanced. And if we are taking Cl, that is the chlorine atom, is also balanced, therefore this is a complete balance equation. In the next video, let's discuss about the types of chemical reactions. Stay tuned. Thank you.